So Triveni, it's a word in Sanskrit. It's the meeting point of three sacred rivers in India, and I like that image of the especially about water, where the water meet and becomes one. So that kind of represent that. In the last few albums before I made this band, it was always original music, and a lot of it was out of the realms of I would say the traditional jazz. A lot of my previous albums were more influenced by West African music, and when I started this trio, it really came from a real need to play, to go back to, it's funny to say my roots because I was born in Tel Aviv, Israel, but really this is, I grew up on Bird and Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald and Chet Baker and all those people. That was my childhood. So for me, I really missed playing that. And today, I like to mix. Still write a lot of music and play some original music, but having thrown in some composition by the great masters, Duke Ellington, Charlie Mingus, people like that. Where did they meet you?
That's a good question. I don't even remember.
I don't know, we played in New York. Nasheet was always one of my favorite drummers. I saw him playing and we didn't really know each other, and I think I just called him up for a gig. At one point I was just, I needed a drummer. I was like, maybe Nasheet would be, will agree to play with me, and luckily he did. I remember the first gig actually, and I was like, I remember thinking, what the hell is going on? I don't know, and I
In what sense?
I'm not gonna no, but I can definitely say that I love it. It was different than anything else I heard, and also when you hear it from the outside, it's not the same as when you get to play with someone. When you're not playing and you're listening, it could be more objective and maybe you understand more. And once you're in the spot, you're in it. You see it from a different angle. It's hard to explain, but it's more tricky. With Yoni, I met in Paris. Yoni plays in my very best friend, Jonathan Avishai. He's a great piano player that I grew up with, and now he lives in close to Paris. And Yoni plays in his trio. And I heard some of the recordings, and I really loved his playing. And then we got to meet in Paris. Jonathan introduced him to me actually, and the first opportunity that came, I was happy to invite him to play. And again, luckily he was available. He's very busy, and he plays with everyone in Paris and outside of Paris too. I don't practice the truth. No, I'm kidding. That's not, I don't know. I play in my house. That's where I usually play. Every day in different places, in different hotels rooms. So I get my practice mute and play in the hotel rooms, or actually sometimes if no one sits next to me in the plane, I have a practice mute that keeps the sound very soft, and the plane is so noisy anyway that no one can hear it. So this is maybe my favorite place. People look at you weird. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Excuse me, French. How is it playing Gent?
Oh, it's one of my favorite destinations on the festival circuit of the summer. Always developed some good friends over the years. Programming is always varied and eclectic and interesting. So it's always nice to be here. Sometimes the weather's nice, sometimes it's not. It's like a crapshoot. But the people are always great.
Jump. Well, you came in for the right time.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to do a collaboration together since many years now, and it's the first time we played together, right?
Yes.
That was the last question, right? That was the last question that you asked?
This is the first collaboration right now.
And I'm very happy that we made it, really. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was a fantastic show.
So, have a nice one.
That's cool.